we have been working on Elote for the past, amount of months. I don't know how long it's been, but man, we are still working on it. We're finally gonna get to the rear end, continue on with it, but we've got the rear brakes that we're getting installed now from TBM. So figure this is kind of a walkthrough-ish video, but more or less just you get to watch us install everything, and hopefully we can help some of y'all out if y'all are installing your own stuff at y'all's house. But I'm gonna kind of go over everything. The rear brakes aren't really a bolt-on like some of the other kits that we've ran. These are more gonna be a fabrication needed, I guess you could say. Not really that much, but more or less you gotta drill and tap stuff, but they give you really nice stuff to do everything, so we'll show you how all that goes on. But I'm gonna kind of go over the unboxing with y'all. There's obviously our hardware bag. These are gonna be our hats. Look how pretty. I'm gonna set everything out on the table just so I can make sure I have everything before we actually get to start assembling everything, because I hate to get it all we start going or missing stuff. So I like to just make sure we're all good. But TBM's been great. I mean, I haven't had any issue with us ever missing any items, even when we do it on customer stuff. So this is gonna be your hardware bag. So you have your drill bit and you have your tap in here, because you will have to tap some stuff on the rear end and drill it out. We'll drill it out and then tap it. So make sure you don't lose that. Make sure you kind of leave that to the side with everything else. I normally just leave it by the hardware. Brake pads. Hardware bolts for the hats. And these are going to be our calipers. These are the dual piston rears. Nothing special, just their basic rear TBM SI50 brakes. Look how pretty, I know. I'm excited. We finally got TBM all on the car this year, so I'm excited to be able to use them, and I'm actually curious to see how they do, because we ran a different brand this last year, and they did all right. We had times where I felt like we could have stopped a little faster, but we did good. I mean, there wasn't really any issues. The quality of these brakes is just insane. I mean, like everything about it. I mean, they don't give you anything cheap. I mean, it's all great stuff. I mean, you get what you pay for at the end of the day, right? So it's nice stuff that they give you. But here are the brackets. These are going to be your brackets for your calipers. These will get mounted up after we tap and everything. Here's the rotors. I normally will leave these packaged and sealed up kind of nicely, because I don't really want to put too fingerprinting. I'm going to put gloves on, just because I don't like when they get all rusty, because you'll see the fingerprints and it'll embed into it, and you don't want that, especially on brand new brakes. So let me get my gloves on, and then we're going to go over hat assembly with you guys so that we can start getting all that together. I like to get my hats assembled first, and then once we do that, then we'll start going and getting the brackets and everything on there. We may have to take a few parts off of it. The end links might be in the way. If you have aftermarket end links, you are going to have to take them off, because you can't tighten them on with the end link in the way. So I'm going to put gloves on. I'll be right back. So like I said, we're going to start assembling our hats right now. You need to make sure that you are cleaning off your bolts. If you don't do that, they will come out. All right, you have to use Loctite also, but make sure you clean the bolts first, because they do come with like an oily substance on them, and it's just so that they don't rust while they're being packaged, or while they're being whatever. So, because what I normally do is I'll cut the bag open and just get them dumped out in a rag, and then I'll just kind of go ham with the brake cleaner and kind of get myself a little nauseated, I guess you could say, off of it. I'll just grab the rag, kind of bundle them up, and then just kind of get them all dried off. So we'll let those air dry for a second. You'll see whenever you clean them all off, because they'll get kind of ashy looking. That's good. You want them like that. You want to make sure there's nothing on there whenever you go to install everything onto the actual hat. So next up, after your bolts are done drying, it doesn't take much, especially if you're using brake cleaner like they're already dry now. We're just going to go into put a dab of red Loctite on here. and we'll screw them in, and we're gonna do that for all of them all around, and then we'll hop over to the next one. So before I torque them down, I'm going to bottom them out after I got locked down all of them. Kind of get them started down. Alright, take a torque wrench. These have to go to 18 foot-pounds. So it's a 532, H532. That's your size you'll need to torque it down. Alright, so we got all the bolts on this side. This hat and rotor assembly is all together. We're going to fast forward to the next one and get that next one done. This is kind of a walkthrough, but not really. We had to take apart a lot more stuff that I just do not want to do right now. So we used our best judgment, and straight looks straight to me. Straight looks straight to me. So we'll get everything out of that. I think that's the right hole. Yes. Yes, definitely. I don't know if you guys have really seen much of TBM's brakes. If y'all haven't, I'm sure everyone has, but if you haven't been convinced on why you should get TBMs, there's multiple videos out there of cars doing 200 miles an hour plus past the quarter mile and their chute's not coming out, and the only thing stopping them are TBM brakes. Brakes are glowing, but they'd stopped. Everybody was safe. Y'all gotta go look at the videos if y'all haven't. But one of the main reasons why it was like, man, I mean, couldn't convince me enough, you know? Not only the quality, but I mean, that's just crazy. But we're gonna get our pads in now. These aren't like Cheez-It brakes like the front. the front pads are like half the size. I literally call them Cheez-It pads. I mean, they're tiny, dude. But we'll get these in here now. This is a little pin in the backside. You slide them in. Slide it back through, both of them. Put your pin back in. You're locked in. That's it. You're sitting in there. Okay, if you're trying to figure out which way the brakes go, it's always going to be your bleeder valve up. So if it's like this, it's not going to mount obviously because the TBM needs to face out. So this will be the passenger side, I believe. Yes, that'll be the passenger side because we'll sit on this side like this. So this one's going to be our driver. We got our driver mounted up. We got our hardware right here. Yeah, see, this is the, yep. So for most of the aftermarket vertical links, you're going to have to take it off just to get this upper bolt in there. The bottom one you can get in and fine, but this upper one you can't. It's in a weird spot. It's super tight in there. So I recommend you just take the whole link out, and then once you get everything tight, then you can put it back in, because that's really the easiest way to do it. I mean, you're going to be trying to fight it or however you want to do it, but at least for the aftermarket ones, you definitely have to do that. Figure out what size that is for this back one. Got the brakes installed on this one side. Man, it came out perfect. We're going to continue on. TBM does have you check to make sure the pads aren't rubbing after you install them. So if you have the pads spread apart and the hat sitting down, like even with a lug nut or just your hand, as long as you can see light between the pads where the rotor goes, you know you're perfect spot. You ain't got to worry about having to shim anything. If you do have to shim it, you can shim it between the bolt on the back, forward or back. We're going to route the brake line. I'm thinking we get it routed back right here in the stock spot, and then we'll just Adele clamp it back here to the frame. We'll probably just maybe even better put a bracket right here to this bolt. It'll run right behind here, down. And then I normally will snake it back kind of around this spot. If I can get it out. And then right there. Gonna get the wheels back on. Sorry, recording. Good? Yeah, okay, sorry. We're gonna get the wheels back on, make sure everything's still clearances, make sure we're not having any rubbing anywhere, and then hop on the other side, do the same exact thing, get the wheels on, maybe get it on the ground. We've got clearance. So we got the wheel on, and we have a slight issue. We are actually rubbing the outside TBM. I mean, barely. I mean, it's like there's a small nick you can see like right here, but it's not much. We're gonna try to We're gonna put it like a 2 or 3 millimeter spacer because that should be perfect. I mean, it's barely touching it. We're gonna put that spacer on there and see how everything looks. If it looks okay, we'll just leave it. We'll run with it with the spacer. If not, may have to get some grinding done on the fucking new TBMs. Yeah, it's just, I'd rather not have to do that. So we'll start the spacers first, see what happens when they come in. They're gonna come in next week for us, and then we'll get all that on and we'll show you how everything looks.